right, so P2B said Nigeria should trust his government with 4 years, and he's going to fix this country. And a lot of people came to the comment section and they were making gestures of this statement. You understand? I don't really blame them. These are rival parties, oppositions, the rival supporters also. You get, and I'm not surprised. You know why? The current government made a similar promise, of which they were unable to keep. You get. I remember President Tinubu during his campaign, his first tenure campaign. He said 2023. He said in his own word that if he cannot provide Nigeria with power, you understand, 24 hours power supply, that they should vote him out in 2027 election. And today we've seen the opposite of all of those promises that he made. Now they want to take power by force. We saw the Senate president telling us that no matter what we do, if we like, we vote, if we like, we don't vote, that President Tinubu will still win the 2027 forthcoming election. And this is one of those reasons why people don't believe what P2B is saying. Now, let's be factual, right? P2B has these set aside a sold governorship performance that he carried out in Anambra State. The handwriting is boldly written on the walls of Anambra State. The four corners of Anambra State participated in this P2B's tenure during his time as a governor in Anambra State. And most people don't believe that P2B can lead Nigeria to the direct or to the point of which the other part of African country would see evidence that Nigeria is well developed or probably embracing development. A lot of people don't believe in this because of the kind of leaders we've had over the years. Because of this kind of leaders we've had over the years. I supported P2B greatly during the 2023 election. I was a big fan of P2B, and a lot of Nigeria youth, I would say 80% of Nigeria youth casted their vote for P2B. You understand? Then we had some structure that denied P2B the result. You understand? And some would say he never won the election. If he had won the election, the INEC chairman would have announced him as the winner. We know how those results went about. You understand? For the very first time, I saw a result being announced midnight when people were far asleep. I stayed awake until say 12 or to 12, almost 12 a.m. in the morning. You get, the result was not announced. So with my own assumptions, in my own assumption, I just believe that the result will be announced the next day. Only to wake up the next morning, we saw that President Tinubu, APC party, we were all celebrating that President Tinubu is now the president of Nigeria. And it was funny. A lot of people criticized the INEC officials. A lot of people said, oh, they manipulated this result. We know what, for the very first time in the history of Nigeria, the youth came out to vote. And they voted only one man, and that was P2B, Labour Party. That was the party. 85% of youths in this country voted P2B. I'm not kidding. I'm not joking. You understand? So I still believe P2B would keep to his word if he wins this election. It's not one of those propaganda that we see every day on the social page or on the social setting. You get, I trust P2B, but the major problem or the major consideration I'm having concerning his government is that P2B embraces peace. Too much of peace is not really good. too much of peace. Yes, it's good to be peaceful. It's good to be recognized by your charisma and the rest. But at some point in this country, you have to be politically smart. We know how powers are being snatched in this country. Your vote doesn't count. Like myself, I've told myself that this 2027 election, I'm not coming out to vote. I don't see any reason to even cast any vote because with all the signs around, it simply means that my vote is not going to count. But those of us that are going to vote for P2B and those of us that are supporting P2B, I will still encourage everyone to believe. But myself, I believe that P2B will gain a lot of supporters, but I don't see my vote counting. I don't see my vote counting because the government entirely are not giving us guarantee that our vote will definitely count, except they bring the beavers. If they implement the use of beavers, then it's entirely a different story. But if they don't, I cannot vote. I cannot. That manual voting, I won't. It's not going to work for us. And we are just looking forward. I believe in P2B. We believe in P2B. We know he can do what he said. But can he win the election? That is the big question.